Hello partners. Now we has to move further and would like to share you some of the most critical things in the businesses is our relationship. When someone wants to grow their businesses, so that time you might able to sell the services, you might able to promote your services, but the actual growth comes when someone wants some customizations and big requirements comes to you. And because of that, we are launching this video and try to explain all the possible cases that we can do for you so we can help you to retain or acquire new customers. If some customers comes to you and ask you, sir, I want this big requirements like 48 core machine I want with 256 GB of RAM and 4 TB of NVMe. So that time we might not able to show directly plans on our website because each big customers has a different requirements. And when you visit our website, you can see we have various plans. These are for the mass audience. So let's say if someone wanted to create an e-commerce business, so he might able to purchase like EX6. Someone has a very big requirements, so he might able to purchase a EX16 plan. But if one user need a very big requirements and he want like a two server, one for database, one for this, one for that, and he wanted to clusterize it, so there are a lot of customizations he needs, so that called as a custom requirement for the users. Or maybe someone wants a 42 GB of RAM instead of 16 GB, and because of that only we are creating this video. Okay, so simple meaning is we don't say no to the custom requirements. We say let's build it. Your vision plus our engineering is equal to unstoppable performance. In simple words, your customer's requirement is our responsibility. Now let me share you some of the checkpoints that you can able to follow while communicating with such requirements. First one, you should document the things and understand exact requirements like CPU, RAM, disk, operating system, and also ask some questions related to what he is doing with this particular service. So we can able to understand what user needs are. So based on that, we can able to do customizations and offer you best possible, which is called as optimized service. Also ask for their current problems or the points. Also take the budget range, so we can able to understand what actually customers needs, what is his budget, and what problems he is currently facing. Based on that, we can able to suggest. Here the concept. Here one thing has to make sure that without knowing his current problems, we cannot able to suggest a plan. Let's say one user comes to me and say, I have an e-commerce website and having a 1 million of traffic per month. So we can blindly go and give him a cheap server. We has to offer him a very powerful server. So in such situations, and he looking for the UK server, so we might have suggested him this plan, that is $180. You might able to charge $240 for him. Let me share you, yesterday we have converted one more customers. Let me share you a scenario for that. He having 150 C panels, and right now he is paying around $100 for the services, and his expectation is to reduce the cost. So he asked us to shift to a shared hosting service, that is a reseller hosting plan from the domain Resell. But what he thought, he will buy mature plan 3 times or 4 times and divide these 150 customers and save the cost. Instead of that, we contacted him and offered him a different solutions where we given him our cPanel EX18. Why we suggested? Because he clearly mentioned his websites are only a landing pages, not a heavy traffic. So no traffic, no load, just he is consuming around 250 GB of storage. So we suggested him to go with cPanel EX80. What he got? Right now he had 4 core, he got 5 core, 2x powerful processor, 16 GB he had, now 18 GB. He got 300 GB on old server, now he is getting at 420. In the specifications he got these two differences, and he clearly gets high powerful server in this case. And apart from that, his provider has offered him only a cPanel, not even a security, but we given him a control panel, cPanel, Lightspeed technology, Immunify 360, SitePad Softaculous, and even we have added more services like backup, a free backup of 1 TB, and ultimately we created a package and offered him in a $75. So he already reduced his cost by 25% and got 3x better server, because his current provider asking him to buy all these licenses and cost is skyrocket to $170. So that's why we has to know his current problems. So based on that, we can able to understand how we offered him a service. Here in last scenario, you can see that he right now paying 100 to 120, but when we checked, he is paying $120. His old provider asking him to pay $170 to get all the licenses. But we offered him all these services with a better hardware, better quality, better resources at hardly $75 to $80. And he agreed and he is using our services. Now the next point we can be asked to the customers, what is expected time for the delivery? Because in some products or services we need time. So in that particular cPanel case, we required minimum 2 days, but he has only 1 day. But we took the challenge and tried our best. Right now, within single day, we have completed his migration. This is a rare case, but we has to keep minimum buffer of 3 days. So if anything goes wrong, we has to fix them. So we completed in single day. But when as a partner, we has to make sure that if we has to promise something, don't promise blindly. In that same situation, in this example, we offered him 2 to 3 days of a time. So he agreed, but we completed within a 1 day. So that's how we can able to build the trust. So point is very clear. Ask expectations, and if he say his budget is $100, we might able to give him services like $80, $90 or $120 max. So we has to keep in his budget range and offer him what he is currently have better than that. So that's way we can able to create our strategies and acquire this custom requirement based customers. Here the concept is very simple. Keep in mind, you are not selling a product, you are selling their dreams. Our duty is to give him a best. Suppose in that same situation, we might able to say him that, sir, you go and buy this cheap server, so your cost will save. Cheapness and reducing a cost is not a solution. Here every time we have to promise one thing, we only deliver quality. We have to make sure that do not overpromise. Deeply understand his idea. Try not to be a cheap, try to be a good quality service. Focus on solution of a problem, not on conversion. And simply say, do not overpromise. If you are sure you can able to do in 1 day, try to get at least 2 days. So if unfortunately something happens, you still have a longer duration. And as a partner, we take a challenge. The more customizations or custom requirements are, the more excitement we get. And your unique requirements is not a problem. It's our next masterpiece. Simply say, we follow, or you should have to follow only 3 simple steps with 100% precision. First, simply follow the rules which are explained in this video and get the requirements for the user. Second, based on that, offer a best suitable, high quality, better pricing, optimize for his business, save his cost, a solution which solve his problems. And finally, deliver a service flawlessly. Happy to share you one example. A one UK user having around 1200 cPanels was already paying over $400 to $500 to his existing provider. But his entire server was compromised with malware, viruses, and lot of attacks. And from last 7 days, his entire service was down. Our team took an initiative. It took us 10 to 12 days to recover data, clean the malware, and finally, he is our prime customer. We protected him from DDoS attack. We protected him from malware, and top of that, the most hard part was his server was compromised. But we took rescue, took the data, and shifted to our secured server. Created a checklist which he can able to follow each time. I can't believe he is our customers from last 7 years and running over 130 plus VPS, managing 4000 plus cPanels, and his few prime customers are also a part of our business. We are here for your support. So whenever you have any custom requirements or needs which has to be fulfilled for your customers, simply connect with your partners. That is account representative. He will guide you. He will make sure that your customers will come to you. And one last disclaimer. Even if your customers will not purchase, still we will put 100% to convert him. So don't worry. We are your backbone. Any queries, simply connect with your account manager. He will be your growth partner and help you to choose the best product for your customers. Your job is to simply share all the requirements in a structured way which I have explained in this video. We will ensure you will get a better solution. Also, we will give you a few key points so you can able to pitch your customers. So he can't refuse.